It's been a long and busy night for San Antonio first responders. 2 major house fires, a minor train derailment, and a man shot by police.
This all developing since 6 o'clock. Let's start with the night team's Daniela Ibarra, who just spoke to the police chief about that officer-involved shooting. Daniela, what have you learned right now?
Well, Steve, this is someone who police say they've been keeping an eye on. They did not name the suspect, but they said that the suspect is a 47-year-old man. And this stretch of road behind me, this is where police say they actually pulled that man over. And this whole thing, it really starts back on Sunday, according to Chief McManus. He says the suspect was involved with an aggravated assault that ended up escalating into a standoff. McManus emphasized this 47-year-old has an extensive criminal record. McManus says they got some information about where he was tonight, so he says officers followed him until they could pull the car he was in over. McManus says the suspect was in the backseat of that car waving a gun. That's when he says the suspect got out of the car and ran into a field.
Reports are that he pointed the gun at officers who were in pursuit, and they wound up shooting at him. He was struck, transported to the hospital, and that's where we are right now.
McManus says there were 3 other people in the car with that suspect, and they are being questioned right now. As for the officers involved with the shooting, McManus says there were a total of 6 officers. 5 of those, he says, have been with the department for less than 5 years. We're live on the South Side. Daniela Ibarra, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Daniela. We mentioned 2 house fires at the beginning of our newscast. Crews were called within minutes of each other to the homes on the northwest and south sides of town.
Now, John Paul Barajas is over on Ferris Creek near 1604, where we know 1 person was hurt. But
our team coverage begins with Patty Santos at a deadly fire on West Hutchins Place near South Zarzamora.
It's a somber mood here in this neighborhood as friends and family gather outside this house fire on West Hutchins and Longwood. We know a 20-year-old man has died in this house fire. San Antonio fire investigators tell us there was a lot of fire and the flames moved quickly, specifically in the part of the house where the victim was trapped. They worked quickly to get him out, and they did, but he was pronounced dead. The fire was so intense that part of the house collapsed, forcing fire crews to quickly get out of the way. The battalion chief tells me it was a pretty traumatic scene for family and firefighters.
We're in the business of helping people, and that's, you know, ultimately we want to be able to help everyone we can. When we have a situation like this, it is tough on the firefighters. It's something that we don't like to see. So there's a group of guys over there, you know, that put a lot of risk into getting in there and trying to get him out, and then ultimately not have him survive.
3 other people who were in the house managed to get out and were talking to investigators. They tell fire crews that they tried to get their family member out, but the fire was too hot. At this point, this has become an arson investigation. We will continue to follow this story and bring you more as we get it. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Patty. Now to the other fire we told you about. 1 person in the hospital, their home destroyed. Started about 6:30 tonight on Ferris Creek and Fine Silver.
That's where our night team's John Paul Barajas joins us live. John Paul, what's happening out there right now?
Steve, Stephanie, you guys said it. This fire, the call came out at about 6:30. It's 10 o'clock at night, and there is still a large presence here. Some crews have left, but they still have fire trucks out here. And firefighters tell us they'll be out here the entire night checking on hot spots or smoldering hot spots. And now that the smoke's cleared out, it is still dark, but you can see the extent of the damages to this home. Part of it falling over onto the neighboring home there on the right-hand side. And now I want to show you video of that home actually collapsing on itself in real time. The top floor of the garage there falling straight down. Now, San Antonio fire officials believe the fire started because the homeowner pulled into his garage too fast and hit the water heater. We're told he only had some scratches on him. A spokesperson for the fire department says the man's neighbor ran outside and was able to pull him out of the car into safety. Unfortunately, the man's wife was inside the home at the time. The fire officials tell us she has significant burns to her face, chest, and arms. She was taken to the hospital. As for those neighbors, this was a massive and frightening scene.
We thought, was there a bomb being dropped on us? We didn't know. As he was walking out, the first explosion happened where everything shattered over here. And we just dug down, and then as I started coming up again, then there was another explosion.
Now, just judging by the extent of the damages, they already determined this house is a total loss. They're still trying to figure out if they're going to demolish it completely, but you can see the city of San Antonio has already brought in some small construction equipment. Again, to see if it's going to be torn down or not is to be determined. On the northwest side, John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
John Paul, thank you. And believe it or not, firefighters, as we told you, crews were very busy tonight because there was one more call for first responders tonight. Kate, Sky 12 there over the scene of a train derailment. That's over on I-10 near Emil Street on the city's east side. The good news is here, though, nobody was hurt.
And of course, we'll be staying on top of these breaking stories both on air and online.
But for now, we're going to check in with Adam Caskey for a look at our forecast. Adam.
Yeah, we have some cool weather for tomorrow. It's going to be a cool day, under 60 degrees all day, so plan for that. Also some dampness headed our way. Dry commutes tomorrow. Morning just fine, afternoon should be just fine. It's once we get into Thursday morning, we'll have wet roadways and reduced visibility, then a pleasant, comfortable stretch afterwards. We'll talk about the temperature changes, time out some of that rain, talk about where we could see thunderstorms and the most rain and how much we could get in just a bit.
Thank you, Adam. It was the first of our Know My Neighborhood episodes, Westwood Square. Well, we're happy to report progress is being made on some of their concerns.
One of the major issues that they were having is the speeding at the intersection of Dahlgren and Castroville. SAPD has been collecting data with speed trailers and says that nearly 80% of drivers were driving the speed limit. They're planning to put speed trailers up again in the coming weeks.
The Neighborhood Association president tells us since the Know My Neighborhood episode, the relationship with police officers has gotten better, but there's still more to be done. Precinct 1 Commissioner Rebecca Clay Flores also at this neighborhood meeting tonight. She announced funding for the Madonna Center to help them with the new playground. We now know 3 people from San Antonio killed in a plane crash over the weekend. The Irene County coroner identified the victims as Jeremy and Alan Sanchez, Elise Marie Sanchez, and Katrina Sanchez. The crash happened about 6:30 Saturday night near Mertzen. That's about 30 miles southwest of San Angelo. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating.
In other news now, a former teacher's assistant at Johnson High School is wanted on a warrant for felony child grooming. Northeast
ISD police say she sent explicit photos and videos of herself to a teenage student at that school. According to paperwork viewed by KSAT Investigates, 23-year-old Daniela Franco told investigators she was, quote, flirting, end quote, with the student through the social media app Snapchat. Investigators say Franco also sent messages to the student intended to solicit him to engage in sexual acts with her. That student was 16 when the messages were sent.
Now, Franco resigned back in October. An arrest warrant was issued for her 2 weeks ago. A spokesperson for the Bexar County Sheriff's Office says that law enforcement believes that Franco is actively avoiding law enforcement. So if you've seen her or you know where she is, you can call the Sheriff's Office at 210-335-6000. Now, Franco is wanted under a new state law. The Texas child grooming law makes it a crime for an adult to knowingly persuade a child under the age of 18 to engage in sexual conduct. Franco is going to be among the first people charged with child grooming under that law here in the San Antonio area.
2 men arrested in 2019 for a murder committed in 2017. Well, they both had their charges dismissed. Elliot Ramirez and Richard Ramirez were charged in the deadly shooting of 24-year-old Robert Reyes. According to online court records, the charges were dismissed by the district attorney's office because, in their words, more investigation was needed. Reyes was killed in the parking lot of the River Bend Apartments on South Flores 6 years ago. SAPD says the killing was connected to Reyes's apartment being robbed earlier that day. For now, Reyes's murder officially remains unsolved.
Hamas released 12 more hostages back to Israel today. 10 of those hostages are Israeli citizens, the other 2 Thai nationals. In exchange, Israel released 30 Palestinian women and teens from its prisons as the ceasefire between both sides enters its 6th and final day. The truce, that is. The White House is hopeful that the truce is going to get extended so that more hostages can get out of Gaza. Meanwhile, the FBI says that 9 Americans are among the hostages that are still with Hamas. Setting the next generation up for success, that is the ultimate goal of the UP partnership, and that goal got a lot easier to reach today. $114 million is going to be used to boost the college, university, or trade school education of high school grads in Bexar County from the current rate of 50% to 75%. That's the goal by 2030. Local colleges and student success programs are going to use that money to get more young people on the right track. So this cash, along with so many scholarships for local students, means that furthering education is going to be more affordable than ever.
From a very young age, we need to come together as a community to let our young people know, hey, there's no obstacle in your path that could or should keep you from getting that post-secondary degree or credential.
The San Antonio Area Foundation and the United Way of San Antonio Bexar County, just a few of the organizations that actually donated to this effort.
So switching gears here, many of you have sent us questions for our upcoming town hall event on fertility. Thank you for that. A fertility doctor and a therapist are going to join us live on Thursday at 7 p.m. to give you advice about fertility and pregnancy loss. Just a reminder that this is a safe space for us to have a conversation about topics that aren't usually discussed so openly, but we're going to change that. We invite you to watch Don't Suffer in Silence. Again, it's going to air live this Thursday at 7 p.m. on our website and YouTube page. You can also catch it on all of our streaming platforms.
The holidays are a time for family and togetherness. Also around this time of year, scammers thrive. What you should be on the lookout for to protect yourself and your family from scammers this holiday season. The holiday shopping season continues and scammers are working overtime.
Unfortunately, and according to the Better Business Bureau, scams are not as easy to spot as they were in previous years. So, of course, you're probably asking, okay, what can you do to stay safe while you're shopping online? Well, first, do your research before you click buy. Also, Google the company name to see what other customers are saying about that particular company.
Another tip that can save you from scammers, don't ever click on random links, texts, or emails from numbers you don't recognize, and always keep in mind, if a deal sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Now, on a positive note, our own Steve Spriester and our KSAT team got a pretty nice surprise today from the Westwood Square Neighborhood Association.
Yeah, it was a big-time surprise. Check out this plaque. We got it for our grassroots coverage of the Westwood Square area in our Know My Neighborhood. We went there recently for our inaugural first Know My Neighborhood segment. People in the area felt forgotten, but there are so many good things happening there. Forgotten no more. We had a chance to highlight that and make some new friends in Westwood Square. Great to see them again tonight. Thanks for letting us and trusting us to go into your home. By the way, you can watch the Know My Neighborhood segment by visiting ksat.com/knowmyneighborhood. I thought I was just going there for enchiladas and to listen to the neighborhood association meeting, but I got, very nice plaque for myself, but most importantly, the KSAT 12 team.
Yeah, but also we said earlier in the newscast too, right? They're getting, they're improving their relationships with police, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
And by the way, you've also been to
don't get me wrong, I still had my enchiladas tonight.
I was going to say, okay, let's go back to this.
Don't get me wrong.
It just wasn't everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. 53 degrees out there right now.
Let's get back to enchiladas and tamales, right? Should have brought some extras
Doesn't
back.
matter what the weather is. You can have that anytime.
And what neighborhood's up next?
We are going to Dinwiddie Hill next.
Yep. All right. Dinwiddie Hill coming up in a few weeks, right?
Yep.
All right. So let's talk about rainfall. We've got some increasing rain chances. Really, I think most of tomorrow is going to be dry. It's going to be tomorrow night on into Thursday morning and midday. We'll have the rain becoming scattered to fairly widespread. Let's talk about the setup. The clouds have moved overhead. If you were looking up at the moon recently compared to earlier in the evening, you can't see it like you could earlier because the clouds have really thickened. We've got this upper level swirl, this upper level disturbance, this energy near San Francisco. That's headed our way, and that's going to help to stir things up. A few factors coming together here. So let's talk about our latest futurecast. And I think this is a very good representation of our day tomorrow. Notice all the way through 5 p.m., just a gray sky. It may look like it could rain at any moment, but we have very dry air near the ground, and any drops that develop would likely be evaporating before they hit the ground, but will gradually saturate. So after sunset, and especially 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow, so about this time tomorrow, we'll probably start to see some sprinkles, very light showers. They'll come and go through the night and the Thursday morning commute. And even if you don't get hit by some of the actual showers, it's still going to be damp. Widespread drizzle. I think pretty much all of us will be dealing with the drizzle and that drizzly dampness. Adding to it, some rain showers coming and going. Thursday morning, around sunrise and even a little bit thereafter, that's when we could have a few thunderstorms, mainly east of I-37 and east of I-35. Particularly Gonzales to about Karn City, Beeville, Goliad, Victoria, Cuero, Nixon, Smiley, Hallettsville, and points eastward all the way through Houston. That's where some storms could develop. And with the added wind shear we're going to have, the wind that changes significantly with height in the air, that could give us some brief severe storms east of San Antonio, especially as you get closer to Houston. There's that risk of severe weather. As for rainfall accumulations, we're just getting a glancing blow from this system, unfortunately. The real bullseye, Louisiana, over 3 inches of rain likely. But remember, Louisiana is in a deep drought right now, so they could use that moisture. I know we could use it too, but around here, we're talking maybe around 1/4 inch of rain when it's all said and done on midday Thursday and into Thursday afternoons. But where we have those downpours with the thunderstorms east of town, you can easily get a quick inch or two. Let's talk temperatures. 48 this morning, 62 this afternoon, a little below average for the day, and we're actually a little below average for the month. Right now we're at 53 with a dew point of 33. Remember I mentioned that really dry air? Dew points in the 30s, so very dry air in place. And we actually will notice a little bit of mugginess in the air just once this week. That's going to be on Thursday. Thursday, you'll notice the mugginess, the wind coming off the Gulf of Mexico, and even early Friday morning, then the humidity drops again, and it feels like fall thereafter. Definitely feeling like fall, especially with the temperature trend that we're going to have. Tomorrow's going to be a cool day. 48 in the morning, 56 at noon, and then only 57 for the high temperature. So plan for 50s pretty much all day long on your Wednesday, and gray and cloudy. You can't get out in the sun and have that warm you up. It's like being in the shade the entire day. 54 Helotes tomorrow, and Bulverde 57 Converse, south side of town about 59 near Stinson, and Castroville 57. Notice the morning trend will be upper 40s right near 50 by Friday through the weekend and even into next week. So cool mornings, but pleasant afternoons in the low 70s. So a nice stretch of good classic fall-like weather there with, long sleeves in the morning, but anything goes in the afternoon. And again, just one day of humidity on Thursday.
All right. Thank you.
All right. If you're talking football success, you're talking playoffs, you're talking Poth.
Yes, Poth is the standard in Class 3A. They've been in this position before, and they know they're going to be in this position for years to come. And this Friday, Poth takes on Tidehaven in the semifinals. Plus, Spurs rookie Victor Wembanyama isn't interested in the Rookie of the Year talk until the team is winning, but he's acknowledging his growth.
It's even more humbling knowing that we're setting the new standard for people that come through Poth, that December football is a tradition now.
Poth's class of 2024 leaving big shoes to fill, and their story isn't even done yet. We're talking playoff football in big board sports. Poth senior lineman Luke Rogers put it perfectly. December football is a tradition for the Poth football program, and the Pirates senior class is out for redemption for last year's loss in the Class 3A D2 championship. It's no mistake that Poth is back in the regional final for the 3rd straight year. The Pirates defense is stout, and they'll be the catalyst in slowing down undefeated Tidehaven and their potent attack.
Offensively, we got to do what we do. We got to get the ball to our playmakers, move the change, and take our shots in the passing game when the opportunity arises. And defensively, we've been playing really, really well the last couple of weeks, and we got to continue to do that and tackle well because, again, they're explosive offensively.
A lot of us have been playing our sophomore year playing on varsity our sophomore year. We've played 43 games together. We're just combining as a team and hopefully come out of the W.
It's fun. We've kind of grown to know them pretty good here lately in the playoffs, so it's fun to keep matching up with them, and they give us a really good game every year.
Should be another great battle. Poth and Tidehaven kick off on Friday at 7 from Victoria Memorial Stadium. Well, it'll be a rematch of the 13-5A D2 District Championship when Piper and Liberty Hill meet on Friday at Bobcat Stadium, this time with a trip to the state quarterfinals on the line. The buzz from Saturday's high-scoring affair between Piper and Alamo Heights is still in the air. Piper, of course, advancing with a 53-46 win. And just in year 2, Piper will try to take down Liberty Hill for the second time this season.
Only 8 teams left in the state. We're one of them. We went 2-8 last year. I mean, now we're just one of the 8 teams left. It's left a mark on the whole city, to be honest.
I think we've made this community, this school proud. You know, everybody who tunes in on Friday nights. It's just a great feeling.
Coming into this year, it felt different around here. Everybody worked super hard in the off season. It was one of the best off seasons they've ever seen, and it's obviously paying off for us now, being round 4 of the playoffs.
Piper definitely playing some inspiring ball. It's Piper and Liberty Hill Friday at 7 in San Marcos. 19-year-old rookie Victor Wembanyama has scored exactly 22 points in each of his last 3 games for the Spurs. But the bigger takeaway has been his defensive production. The rookie big man has been a pillar in the blocks category, and in the last 5 games, Wembanyama is averaging 3.8 rejections per contest. After practice this morning, Wembanyama said he's uninterested in any Rookie of the Year discourse due to the team's 12-game losing stretch, but he acknowledged he's feeling inspired by his personal development.
All the areas that we've targeted, like with the coaches, you know, in individual work, we've actually gotten better at it, and so it means we're not, you know, talking for nothing and doing work for nothing, and you know, I feel like I'm getting better every day, you know, and it's, you know, it makes sense since it's my rookie season, you know, I'm still a teenager. But it's, you know, it's probably the worst victory we'll ever see. If, you know, if, as I believe, I keep getting better and better every year. So it's promising.
Very promising. The Spurs are back on the court for a 7 o'clock tip Thursday against the Atlanta Hawks. We're 2 days out from the Cowboys on Thursday Night Football after the break.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
Jake Ferguson only caught 1 pass on Thanksgiving, but despite that, the tight end's role in the Cowboys offense has expanded. Ferguson's chemistry with Prescott has grown, and on 58 targets this season, he has 40 receptions and 421 yards. Head coach Mike McCarthy expressing lots of praise for the second-year talent out of Wisconsin.
Jake is, you know, I think you saw that early. I mean, his instinct, I think his instinct and awareness as a rookie was probably his best attribute. You know, he just, you know, he had like a lot of these guys that come in the league, it's, you know, some guys have a pro body before others. You know, he was, you know, in the 240s last year, and I think that, you know, that weighed on him, you know, near the end of the year. So I just think you're seeing a natural, you know, maturation of, you know, his strength, his conditioning.
The Cowboys and Seahawks kick off at 7 in Arlington on Thursday. Yes.
Seems like a quick, I mean, it's really just a week since they last played, but it seems like it's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, the Thursdays.
Yeah.
They've had a lot in a very short amount of time.
Yeah. Thanks, Mary.
Thank you. And we'll be right back. Here's something you could do to get into the holiday season. From now through December 12th, you can donate a pair of new shoes or socks to the Share the Shoes campaign through the organization Zapatos. You could drop off those donations at any of the 7 SAPD substations.
Campaign needs shoes and socks, toddler all the way up to adult sizes. All this information on KSAT.com.
Wonderful sunset from the south side. The quote here, Mother Nature having a circus of her own at the circus. I believe that's Cirque du Soleil out at the Wolf Stadium area. Anyway, tomorrow, 50s all day, turning damp tomorrow night. Then we gradually clear out late Thursday and
keep the raincoat and sweater handy. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night.
See you tomorrow.